What's up, everybody? It's JT Sports back to you guys with another video. This video, I'm here with my Indianapolis Colts 2019 training camp preview. Going to be giving you guys some players to watch and some things to watch for the Indianapolis Colts training camp during 2019. Before I begin, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Upload NFL videos and NFL content daily. Have the most in-depth NFL content on YouTube, and it's really hard to spell Indianapolis. Like, if I was to have a gun in my head and somebody was to say, in order for you to live, you have to spell Indianapolis, I probably would die. I would not wish that on anybody. It's really hard to spell Indianapolis. But without further ado, let's get into it. So first thing I'm going to be watching throughout training camp, I'm going to be looking at that halfback position. Specifically, who's going to be that RB2 for the Indianapolis Colts? We already know Marlon Mack is the undisputed halfback one. He had a phenomenal season last year. I told everybody that Marlon Mack was going to end up breaking out last season, and I ended up being right. He had a phenomenal season. Even though it took him a little bit longer than what I anticipated, he did end up having a breakout season. Like I told everybody, he was going to be a breakout stud. But who's going to be that RB2 behind Marlon Mack? You got Nyheim Hines. He's the speedster out of NC State. You got Jordan Wilkins. You got Jonathan Williams. And you got Spencer Ware there as well. So it's going to be interesting. Who's going to be that RB2 for the Indianapolis Colts? Because I think that despite Marlon Mack being the RB1, I still think that it's always good to have a second option at that halfback position just in case somebody gets injured. And Marlon Mack is going to need some breaks there. So that's going to be the thing that I'm going to be looking forward to watching. Who's going to be that RB2 for the Indianapolis Colts? And I know a lot of people are going to be like, your first point is really going to be talking about who's going to be the backup running back. Well, yes, because it's not really a lot of things that's really intriguing me that I really have a lot of questions about for the Indianapolis Colts on the offensive side of the ball. So the RB2 position for the Indianapolis Colts is going to be very interesting. It's always interesting seeing how good of depth teams have at that halfback position. So I'm gonna be looking at that running back spot, that RB2 backup spot for the Indianapolis Colts, who's gonna end up being the backup running back behind Marlon Mack this coming season. Next, I want to look at the wide receiver position. They have a very crowded wide receiver group. We got T.Y. Hilton, who is the most underrated football and the most underrated wide receiver in all of football. You got Chester Rogers there. You got Deion Kane, who suffered an injury last season. Didn't really see him. You got Darius Fountain. You got Paris Campbell. You got Devin Funchess. You got Jordan Leasley. You got Zach Pascal. You got Penny Hart. So it's a lot of guys I'm interested in seeing at this wide receiver spot. Penny Hart is a guy that people need to keep. They needs to keep their eyes on, because Penny Hart, although he's undersized, I think he's like 5'8", 5'9", he's really fast, and he is a really good wide receiver. He was very good when he played for Georgia Southern. Penny Hart, I thought he would have ended up getting drafted, but he ended up going undrafted. But I think Penny Hart could end up having a solid impact on this Indianapolis Colts wide receiver group this season. So I'm going to be looking forward to watching him through training camp for the Indianapolis Colts, because I think he has potential to be really solid, a really solid wide receiver at that slot position for the Indianapolis Colts. So I'm going to be watching him through training camp. And also Paris Campbell. Paris Campbell is really interesting because he was a very good slot receiver for the Ohio State Buckeyes. And he kind of has a halfback built to him. He's kind of built like a halfback as well. So it's going to be interesting seeing how he does this season for the Indianapolis Colts as well. Like I've been saying this all off season. It only takes rookie wide receivers a couple of weeks to adjust to the NFL game. Normally the midway point on week 9, week 10 of the NFL season, when we start seeing these rookie wide receivers start having a bigger impact. But I think Paris Campbell could be different from those other wide receivers, because I think he could end up having a pretty solid impact right away week 1. So it's going to be interesting seeing what he does